Hello Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, coming to you from the digital studios of Market Club. Well, it's the 27th of May, the last day of trading for the week and for the month before we get into this long weekend, the Memorial Day weekend. So there's three things to consider. First of all, we have to say thanks to all the vets and all the people that gave us the freedoms that we enjoy today. We're very thankful for that. And also, they give us the markets too, because without that, we probably wouldn't have the kind of equity markets we have and capital markets that we enjoy in America. So big thank you for that. So let's start off with crude oil. We talked about this yesterday, the little trick I showed you about 50 being a psychological level and where it's touching those points, and we've had a pullback. We had about $1.50 pullback. It's still too early to say that this is going to be actually at the top, but certainly the level to watch on Monday or Tuesday when we get back into the office is going to be the 48.65 level. So if we go below that level, and I think I'm going to write that on the screen today, so we want to watch 48.65 on Tuesday. If we go below that level, then we're going to see some more profit taking and some pullback. That's not to go short, that's just to get out and take your profits. We're long from right here. You can see it's a nice profit we'll be taking out of this market. A couple of $1,000 or more. Actually, we got in at 46.49, so if you take 48.65, that's over a $2,000 profit on this one trade. So very happy about that. So let's move on. Next market is gold. You can see it's under a lot of pressure. 1,211.38. Remember, we're short from this level here, 12.44, so we got a nice $3,100 profit in that position, and you can see we're getting very close to the lows that we saw here, 12.08. That's going to be a really psychological level to get through, but there is some support. Whether it holds or not, we'll have to see, but this is definitely a big loss for the month for gold bugs. I think we're up over maybe 6% loss for the month, so nonetheless, the trend right now is we use the weekly for trend and the daily for timing. The monthly is more like a bonus. So right now the trend is down, and we expect it to hopefully maybe hold, but we could go through these levels, which mean we could see an even further slide in this market. And let me just show you potentially where we could go. So we're going to take our Fibonacci tool right here, drag it to the lows, and you can see potentially we could go to 1173 or 1143. So it still potentially could go quite a bit lower. So don't necessarily rush in to buy this, but certainly watch it very, very carefully and trade with the trend, of course. Okay, we're looking at the Dow since the beginning of the year. You can see it sort of had a nice run up, but it's sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of like quasi. I'm not sure I can get too excited about it, but let's take a closer look here. You can see there's some resistance right around here, and certainly there's resistance above this market, which is really cause for concern. You've got all this level right here that the market has to go through. So I would say from 18,000 up to 18.2, there's going to be some maybe tough sledding for this market for the time being. But we are positive for the RSI, and we are mixed in these pictures. So we have, if you look at this, we have a mixed picture. The monthly is up. That means the trend, major trend, is still positive, but the weekly is down, meaning you have a 75 reading, and you should be on the sidelines in this market. This is the NASDAQ. You can see the NASDAQ is very close to getting close to its highs, but this is a major resistance level again, and I think that's what you have to look at. But again, all of our trade triangles are positive on the NASDAQ, which is sort of interesting, but we're getting into the zone where it could have problems, which is really something you want to watch very, very carefully. This is the last market of the day. This is the S&P 500 right here. You can see that, but one thing that's concerning to me, this is what we could potentially run into, and that is we could see a potential double top here. That's resistance. But if we break through here, that's another story. But again, the trend right here is all positive. So be careful here, but be careful on the upside and the downside. So RSI is positive. It's over 60, and you can see it's over 50 as well, which is a very good sign. So let's see how that plays out. Something makes me a little uneasy this weekend, going into this weekend. I don't know what it is, but call it maybe a instinct, gut feel, but trade with a trend, it's definitely the way to do it. But for everybody out there, all our members, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful and safe Memorial weekend. I'll be back on Tuesday. Enjoy.